Hello, everybody. It is Monday, 4th of July. It's actually Independence Day for any Americans here. And it was Canada Day this past weekend. So happy Canada Day and happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day for any Americans and Canadians joining us. So we're going to start lying down on our backs, knees bent. When you bend your knees, it actually creates a release of the abdomen, because we're going to do a massage for the lower abdomen and in general for the large intestine, it's the colon. So lying down on your backs, knees bent, helps to relax the abdominal muscles and the abdominal wall. And we'll start with our hands at the lower right-hand side of your belly. So down lower right-hand side, you could even start where the leg connects up to the hip. And begin pushing inwards and up to the right. So we do 5 times. You push in and up, in and up, in and up. And move up towards just above the hip. Keep moving upwards. I'm just going to mute everybody because there's some background noise. So moving in and up, where you move up towards the top of your hip bone, and you'll feel the hip bone in there as you move up towards the right. And then you'll move across the top of the belly, and it should be underneath the ribs. The colon goes up that high and across, maybe even a little bit above the belly button. You won't feel the colon, of course, but it's affecting the colon when you move with this massage. And when you reach underneath the left ribs, start moving down until you get down towards the pubic bone. As you do this, take deep, slow breaths. And you're just moving in, and it's as if you're trying to go in the direction that we're going, all right? You press inwards and down. Let's start again, lower right-hand side. You press in and up. Moving up towards just underneath the ribs. And then you move across, it's just above the belly button. And then you'll move back down towards the pubic bone. So it's like drawing an upside down triangle. You press in and down as you move down the left-hand side. One more round. So we'll move up. You press in about 5 times, moving up towards just underneath the right-hand side of the ribs. And then across towards the left-hand side of the ribs. Good. And then back down towards the pubic bone. Excellent. Now, after having done that, open your arms out to the sides, opening them wide, palms facing the sky. Bring your feet together, knees together. And we'll begin by allowing our knees to fall to the right. Stack the left knee on top of the right, okay? And take some deep, slow breaths here. Then lifting the left knee first, right knee follows. Let your knees fall to the left now. And just take some deep, slow breaths. Keeping your shoulders down, you can continue looking to the sky. And these twists tend to affect all of the lower abdomen, especially if you stack one leg on top of the other. It'll affect the low back as well, but it also helps to get the fascia here stretched out, and movement. Okay, lift one knee at a time, and now come into butterfly position, letting the knees wide open, letting them fall open, soles of the feet together. And again, we just take some deep, slow breaths. Feel as if the lower abdomen is opening up. And then gently lifting both knees, lift them up and grab a hold of the knees with the hands, okay? And draw a circle with the knees. It doesn't matter which direction you draw the circle, but you'll feel the movement moves into the low back, massages the low back, and it also massages the lower abdomen. Change the direction of the circle. And then squeeze your knees tightly against your chest, nice and tight. Take a deep breath in, lengthening your spine. And as you breathe out, lift the head. Nose goes between the knees. And then we'll gently lower the head, stretching the right arm to the right ear. Roll all the way to your right hand side. And let's lift up from the side and move up onto your hands and knees. Hands underneath the shoulders. Knees underneath the hips. Good. Let's take a deep breath in and curl the spine, look skyward. And breathe out, look to your belly button, grounding the spine. Breathe in and we'll curl. Breathing out, let's round. 3 more times. Sort of move through these postures very slowly and gently. See if you can get the spine mobilized as well as the neck, the low back. Come back to a flat back. Bring your hips to the right and turn your head to look at the right hip if possible. Come back to center and we change. Hips to the left. Look at your left hip over your left shoulder. And come back to center and change. This helps to mobilize our neck as well. And as you know, moving the head and the neck is important for the vestibular system, our system of balance. 1 more time each side. And then we'll come back to center. Open your knees as wide as the mat. Sink down onto your hips and reach your arms far out in front of you, getting a stretch down through the spine. Take some deep breaths here in child's pose. Just taking a child's pose to relax, to get into our bodies. Take another deep breath in. And rise up onto your hands and knees, tucking your toes under. Let's take down dog or crouching cat. So the crouching cat, just to make the difference, has the knees bent, hips lifted, shoulders forward a little bit more, and you lift your head. Down dog, you tend to straighten the knees, press against the hands, and you let the head drop. Okay, so choose between the two. Depends on how you're feeling. Let's turn our knees and toes to the right, and we'll bounce 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Come back to center, and we change. Knees and toes to the left and bounce. 3, 2, 1. Turn back to center. We'll open our feet as wide as our mats. Walk your hands back, step by step. So you get into a squatting position, hips way back. Lift your chin and we'll bounce here. 5, 4, knees are bending backwards. 3, 2, 1. Hands to your thighs now. And we'll do a little twist. Right shoulder forward, turn to look over your left shoulder. Come back to center. Left shoulder forward, look over your right. That's it. Back to center. Right shoulder forward. Back to center, left shoulder forward. Good job. 1 more time each side. Go right shoulder forward. back to center and left. Good, lift the chest now. So you should be in a little squat here. The knees are bent, hips are back. Raise your arms and we're gonna bounce, bringing the hips down and back, arms go up. 5, 4, 3, good, 2, and 1. Come to standing, stepping your feet in, and step your feet to the front edge of your mat. Getting into a good, perfect posture position. So make sure you're turning your feet out a little bit. You've got that dialing out sensation in the legs. Your hips, leave them alone. Make sure you do not tuck them under. You want to keep your hips neutral. Keep a neutral back, chest lifted, arms stretched by your sides, and the chin is parallel to the floor. Your eyes are at the horizon. Hands to your heart center. And let's get moving now. You take a deep breath in, raise the arms and stretch skyward. Folding, bringing your elbows down towards your knees. You gotta bend your knees nicely, hips go back. Set the hands down and step back to a plank position. Take your time. Lift your chin here. Lower softly your knees to the earth and lower your chest down as well. Pointing your toes, lengthen out your legs. Rise up to a little cobra. Bringing your chest back down. Push up onto the hands and knees. And let's do a little side stretch here. So walk your hands off the right-hand side of the mat and press your hips back. Coming back up, walk your hands off the left-hand side and press the hips back. Lift back up, set the hands back onto the mat, tucking the toes under, rise to down dog or crouching cat. We're gonna lift our heads here, and I want you to lift your right leg up. Then bring the right knee out to the side. Bring it out to the side, it's engaged in the side glute. Then we'll bring it back up behind us and swing the foot forward. Stepping forward, bend your knees, hands to thighs, lift up to a chair. Arms by your ears, and we'll bounce here. 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up to standing, arms stretched by your sides. We'll start again, hands to heart center. Deep breath in, rise. Folded forward, elbows come towards the knees, hands to the earth. Step back to your plank position. Lower your knees softly to the earth, move yourself down. Pointing your toes, lengthen the legs, rise to a little cobra. Pushing back, down dog or crouching cat. We're gonna skip the side stretch here. Okay, we skip it. We're up and down dog, crouching cat. Lift your left leg now. Bring it out to the side. Back up behind. Swing it forward. Stepping forward, hands to thighs. Lifting up, arms by your ears. Bounce it. 3, 2, 1, come to standing. We're gonna go a little faster now. Hands to heart center, let's go. Deep breath in, fold it. Stepping back to plank. Lower your knees and move down. If you wanna go more slowly, you may. Cobra, down dog, crouching cat. Right leg up, behind you. Out to the right, side glute, back up behind you. Bring it forward. Coming into chair. Bounce it here. 3, 2, 1. All the way up to standing. Hands to heart center. Go again. Deep breath in. Raise the arms. Good job. Fold forward. Excellent, everyone. Stepping back to plank. Yes, moving down. Point your toes into cobra. Down dog or crouching cat. Well done. Good. Lift your left leg up, out to the side. Back up behind you again. Swing it forward. Stepping forward, getting into chair. Bounce it. 3, 2, 1. Everybody's doing great. Do 2 more rounds. Hands to heart center. Moving through it. Take a deep breath in. Folding forward. Good. Stepping back to plank. Excellent, everyone. Bring your knees down softly. Yes, and move up into cobra. Down dog or crouching cat. Right leg goes up behind you. Then out to the side. Then up behind you again. Swing it forward. Really good. Okay, stepping forward, coming into chair, bouncing here. 3, 2, 1. Last round. Let's go. Hands to heart center. Deep breath in, rise. Yes. Folding forward. Good. Stepping back to plank. You guys are doing great. All right, move yourself down. Excellent. Coming into cobra. Down dog or crouching cat. Yes. Left leg goes up, out to the side, back up behind you before swinging it forward and come into chair. Now, from chair, I want you to bounce it, but then stay in chair, everyone. Stay in chair. So we're here in the chair. Bring your hands to your heart center now. Keep the knees bent. Raise your right leg, flexing the foot. Pull the belly in, lift the chest. Let's stretch the legs straight. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Rebend the knee and send it behind you. Stretch your arms by your sides. Stretch the leg behind you and you're in airplane. Holding. 3, 2, 1. Move yourself back into chair, hands at the heart center. Whoo. Back into chair, hips back. Raise your left leg. Set your gaze at one point. Stay stable. Be sure the right knee tracks in line with the foot. Stretch your left leg out. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Rebend. Send it behind you and into your airplane. Arms by your side. Stretch the leg behind you. Standing knee stays bent. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands to the heart center. Coming back to chair. Everybody get back into your chair. Hips back. Twist to your right. Left elbow over the right thigh. So these twists get back into the colon, which we massaged. And these can be really, really healthy for your digestive system. Keep the hips down and back. Turn. If you wish, stretch your arms. Left hand to the floor, right to the sky. Holding. 3. Keep breathing deeply. 2, 1. Bring your hands back to your heart center and come back up to the chair. Whew. Switch sides, twisting. Right elbow over the left thigh. Get into that deep twist for the belly. And then if you wish, stretch your arms straight. Right hand to the floor, left to the sky. Holding. 3, 2, 1. Turning back. Hands back to the heart center. Come up to standing. Stretch your arms, stretch your legs. Good job, everybody. Very good. Bring your hands to your hips. Lifting your right foot. Bring the right foot back behind you in a small lunge position. So it's a shortened lunge position. You have space between the legs as well. Okay, so your right foot is not right behind the left. It should be a bit out to the sides. Okay, a little bit out to the side. Hands at your hips to start. You're going to lower the right knee and then rise back up. Okay, so lower the right knee as low as possible and rise back up. The hips will go slightly backwards, so it's kind of like a little squat. Careful, no pressure on the knees, okay? You want to feel the effort in the front thigh and the back leg. We'll raise our arms up as we sink, and then hands to heart center. And we go again. Raise the arms up as you sink down. Hands to heart center. 3 more times. 2. Here's the last one. Keep the hands at the heart center and raise your back leg up, cross the ankle over the thigh, stretch your arms out in front of you, and twist to your right. So it should be your right leg crossed over your left, and you're turning towards the right. Hold the belly tight, twist just the upper body. 3, 2, 1. Unwind, uncross, and release. Good job, everybody. Hands to hips. Lift your left foot. Send it behind you. So we get set up first. You got to set yourself up nicely for the lunges. They're shortened lunges. They're stronger for the hips and the glutes, and they're much healthier for the knees than the long lunges. So we first do 5 without the arms. You bring your knee down, and it's like you're squatting back into a chair and back up. Both knees, they don't bend beyond 90 degrees. That's important. If you feel pulling in the knees, just don't go down as low, okay? 2 more without the arms. Hips go back, chest is lifted. 1 more. All right, here we go. Raise the arms as you sink. 5 times, hands to heart center. 4, keep breathing. 3, woo. Keep going. 2, looking good, everybody. Here's the last one. Hands to heart center. Lift the back leg and cross it over the right. So it's your left leg crossed over the right. Stretch your arms in front. Twist your upper body to the left. Keep both knees bent. Turn, turn, turn as far as possible. And we'll hold here. 3, keep breathing. Deep twist for the belly. 2. And 1. Unwind, uncross, and release. Good job, good job. Bring your hands to your hips. Step one leg behind you and open up into a wide stance. So you can face the device or just face to the side. Hands at your hips. Keep your legs strong. Squeeze your glutes and lean back, opening the chest, open the throat. Feel that your belly stretches. Your front body really gets long. Holding here. 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Keep the legs wide and bend forward. You can have the knees slightly bent. Bring your hands to the floor now. Fold yourself forward as far as is comfortable. You're going to feel the stretch down the backs of the legs, backs of the knees. If you want to go farther, you can open your feet wider. It's up to you. You can also bring your head close to the floor and grab your ankles and stay here. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come to the floor. Bring your right hand underneath your face. Keep your knees soft. Bring your left hand to the left hip and twist. Again, really working on the belly here. Turn your shoulders. If you'd like to go farther, stretch the arm. Turn your head, holding here and breathing. Lengthen out your back. Keep the legs strong. And bring the hand back down. Place the left hand underneath your face. Right hand to the hip. Begin twisting over. If it's comfortable, stretch your right arm to the sky. Turn your head and hold it here. Deep breathing. Everyone, deep breathing. 3, 2, lengthen the spine. 1, bring the hands down. From here, turn your heels in, toes out. So you're in a deep, wide stance. Bend your knees, hands to thighs, lift the chest. Raise the arms up, reaching. And then as you bend your elbows, see if you can sink down lower. 5 times, let's go. Lifting, reaching. 4, pull down and squeeze the back. 3, 2, here's the last one. 1, stay down here, twist to your right as far as possible. Holding 3, 2, 1, come back to center and twist to your left as far as possible. Holding 3, 2, 1, come back to center, hands to hips, straighten your legs. Whew, move your hips from side to side, good job. Now either, if you want to be dynamic, bend your knees and jump to bring your feet in, or bend your knees and simply step softly in. Good. Right knee bends, bring it out to the side. You're at the ankle, a little bit higher than the kneecap or the inner thigh. Raise your arms for tree pose. Focus on one point. Soften the face. Soften the jaw. See if you can slow your breath down. Hands to hips. Lower the foot softly and let go. Shake out a little bit. Change legs. Left knee bends out to the side. You're either at the ankle, a little bit higher than the kneecap, or the inner thigh. Raising the arms. Let's go into a V position with the arms, lift the chest, lift the eyes. Deep breaths. One more deep breath in. Well done, everybody. Hands to hips. Lower the feet. Shake out if you need to. And come stepping back to the front edge of your mat. We're going to be going into plank position. Get yourself ready. Hands to your heart center. Deep breath in, rise up. And bring yourself down. Hands come to the ground, to your mat, and step back to a plank position. Okay. Lift your head, open your shoulders. If it's too much, you could softly lower the knees. You could also be down on the elbows, knees lifted or knees down. Holding the position for the moment. And we're going to do some adjustments and some adding on. Lower your right hip by turning on your toes. So you twist the lower body and you come back to center. Then the left, you twist just the lower body, go slowly and back to center. Keep the head lifted. Twist, right hip goes down, you're turning and back to center. Left hip goes down, you're turning. Very strong for the core muscles, good for the lower abdomen. Last time. Turning right hip, back to center, and the left hip. Back to center, lower your knees, and softly lower the upper body. Good job. Hands underneath the forehead, and move your hips from side to side just to relax. Lifting the head, chest, and shoulders. Bring your elbows down underneath your shoulders. Press the palms down into the earth and lift your chin. This is Sphinx pose. You should feel a stretch into the abdomen, maybe through the throat. Take deep breaths. Avoid any compression in the low back. You want to lengthen by pulling the chest forward and upwards. Open your elbows out to the sides Coming back down, let's move our hips from side to side again, just to relax. Now we're going to come back up onto Sphinx pose. This time, bend your right knee. Here we're getting into a stretch through the quadriceps. And if you would like to go farther, you take your left arm and you bring the left hand where the right elbow was, and then grab the right foot or right ankle and pull it in, heel towards the hip. If it's too much for the knee, you keep the knee at 90 degrees, and you can reach your arm behind you without touching the foot. Holding 3, 2, and 1. Let's let go. Bring yourself back down. Move the hips from side to side. Back up into Sphinx pose. Bend your left knee, and you can hold the foot here. It's fine. This is actually very good, and it's a proper positioning as well for the quadriceps. Or you bring your right hand where your left elbow was, and you can grab the foot or reach behind as if you're going to grab, and pull the heel in if you grab it. Getting a deeper stretch of the quadriceps. Keep breathing. Keep lengthening out the belly. And let's release, letting go. Come all the way down. You can move your hips again from side to side. Good job, everybody. Lift again, the head and chest. Bend both knees now, flexing both feet. Reach behind you with both hands and touch the heels. Push the heels into the hands, opening up for the bow pose. Lift your knees if possible and hold. 3, keep breathing. 2, and 1. Come on back down. Hands under the shoulders, push up onto the hands and knees. Right hand off the mat, we get that side stretch again. Pressing the hips back. And then left hand off the mat, right hand on top, side stretch. Good, coming back onto your mat. Turn onto one side where you can face your device and slide down onto your side. The head is on the arm. Knees are bent for the moment. Top arm in front of you. Top leg, we're going to stretch it out. So here we're working into the side glute. We warmed it up in the warm-up by lifting our knee out to the side. Here we're going to really work deep into the glute. So I want you to press the leg, keep it straight, and press it up 10 times. 9, 8. This is so good for the health of your hips. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the leg up. Make sure the toes point slightly downwards. The heel is up. And we'll push the heel as if we're going to push a wall. So push. 10, 9, 8, 7. You shouldn't be able to get the leg up very high. 5, 4, and you should start to feel. 3, 2, it's really contracting to the side. Hold the leg up. See if you can raise it higher and hold. Good. A little higher, hold. Yes. A little bit higher. Woo! Nice job. Bring the leg down. Bending both knees, lift from the side. Now you'll take that same leg and cross it over the other. If you need to, you could straighten out the lower leg. Find a position which is going to work for you for the twist. Grab a hold of that top leg you just worked. Turn and look over your shoulder. So you're turning towards the hip you just worked. Releasing, we'll unwind, uncross your legs. Hands behind you, rock the knees from side to side. This massages a little bit in through the glutes. And then we change sides. So bring your legs to the opposite side, lie down. The head is on the arm, top leg, stretch, toes point down, heels up. Here we go. We're lifting 10 times. Lift up. 9, yes. 8, 7, toes are pointing down. 6, that gets into the side glute. 5, 4, 3, good. 2, 1, hold the leg up. And we're gonna press with the heel like you're pushing a wall. 10, 9, 8, that's excellent, everyone. Keep going. 6, 5, 4, keep the leg up high. 3, 2, 1, hold it here. Lift a little higher, hold it. A little bit higher, hold. You should really feel it working. Once more, a little higher, hold. Good job. Bring the leg down. Woo. Lift up from the side. Cross that top leg over the other. You could have the leg stretched out if you wish. Turn towards the hip you just worked. Twisting. Well done. Uncross the legs. Grab behind your thighs and let's roll down onto our backs. Set your feet hip width. Set your knees hip width. Elbows into the floor. Lift your hips up, maybe halfway to maximum. Now we're going to work the perineum, which is the perineum. There is a muscle, a very big muscle, that almost makes a sack holding everything in the lower belly. And that muscle will contract and lift. So that's what we want here. Breathe out, contract your perineal muscle and lift everything, all your organs as you breathe out. And then as you breathe in, you can relax, but open the knees a little bit, okay? No pushing down as you breathe in. Breathe out, pull up and in. Breathe in, open the knees and relax. Again, breathing out. Breathing in. Again. 5 more times. Last one. Lower the hips down. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees wide, and set your hands onto your belly and just relax for a moment. Take some deep, slow breaths, just letting go. Now press the soles of the feet together, keep your knees wide, and lift your hips up. And we'll do little presses, pressing hips up higher. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hips back down. Separate your feet hip width again. Now we take our regular bridge pose, yogic bridge pose. Elbows again into the ground. Open your chest and lift your hips up as high as possible. For those of you who like to take full bridge, you can set your hands now, come to the crown of your head and move all the way up into full bridge. And we'll stay here for 5 deep, slow breaths. Raise your arms now over your head and lower the back 1 vertebra at a time. very, very slowly, one vertebra at a time. And once the back is all the way on the ground, keep your arms stretched behind you. Open your feet as wide as your mat and let your knees fall to the right. Stretch the arms far behind you, and we're going to hold here. One knee at a time, lift the knees, and let your knees fall to your left now. Holding here. One knee at a time, lift the knees. Stretch your legs out onto the floor and bring your hands over your tummy. And begin taking deep, slow breaths from the tummy. As you breathe in, allow the belly to expand. And as you breathe out, allow the belly to release and let go. At your next breath in, expand the belly and hold the breath in the body for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe everything out and begin breathing again, deep and slow, in and out. And again, take another deep, slow breath in. This time we hold the breath in the body a little bit longer. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe everything out and breathing deeply and slowly. Last time, take a deep, slow breath in. Hold the breath in the body. It's time for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Breathe everything out. Breathe naturally and slowly, and raise your right knee up to your chest. Make a big circle with the foot. See if you can move the toes as well as the foot, ankle, heel. Everything moves from the ankle down. Change the direction of the circle. flex your foot and gently straighten your leg to the sky. Foot flexed, hold here. Make sure that you have space between your low back and the floor and begin pulling the leg towards you. Ideally, both feet are flexed, ideally. Now, taking your right leg, either by the ankle or if you can reach the big toe, allow your right leg to fall out to your right. Bring your left arm out to the side. Hold and breathe deeply. Make sure both glutes are touching the floor. Okay, you're not rolling over to the side. You could also hold the inside of your knee or the inside of the ankle to hold the leg there. Lift the right leg up and we'll change, keeping the right leg, we'll just change hands. You could grab the outside of the knee, outside of the calf or ankle, or you could grab the big toe again. This time the leg goes to your left, your right arm reaches out to the side and you do roll onto your side. So the right hip comes off the floor this time. Spinal twist, and it's a really good twist for the belly. See if you can keep your right shoulder down. Good. Bend the knee and roll back onto your back. Squeeze the knee tightly to the chest. Lift your head nose to the knee and you'll hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Gently lower the head and you'll stretch your right leg onto the floor. We're going to change legs. Lift your left knee. Grab a hold and make a big circle with the foot, moving the toes, the ankle, the heel. Change the direction of the circle. So you can get all toes moving. Yeah. Then we'll flex both feet. Flex. Check to make sure you have space between the floor and your low back. And as you stretch the left leg, keep that space between the low back and the floor. Pull the leg gently towards you until you feel the stretch down the back of the leg, and we hold. Breathing deeply and slowly. Grab the big, either the inner knee, inner ankle, or the big toe with the left hand. Let the leg fall out and open to your left so we get an inner thigh stretch. Right arm down by your side. Make sure both glutes touch the floor. We don't roll over in this stretch. And we hold. This is also affecting a lot of the muscles at the lower belly, ligaments and tendons here. They're opening up. Good. Gently lift the leg back up and we switch hands. You can either grab the ankle or the outer knee, or you could grab the big toe and let the leg fall over to your right. Left arm reaches out to the side. This time you do roll. So you're rolling over, the left hip comes off the floor. Turn your head to the left and hold. Bend the knee as you roll back onto your back. Squeeze the knee tightly to the chest. Lift the head, nose to the knee. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Then lift both knees up. Squeeze both knees to the chest, nose between the knees, holding 3, 2, 1. Bring your head back down. Grab a hold of the outsides of your feet and see how high you can lift your feet to a happy baby pose, rocking from side to side. Rebend your knees and stretch one leg at a time onto your mat. Bring your arms by your sides, palms face the sky, open up the chest. And begin to notice all the parts of your body that are touching the floor. Feel the backs of your feet, the heels, the backs of your calves, backs of your legs, the glutes, the upper part of your back, the backs of your arms, the backs of your hands, the back of your head, feel and notice how gravity is pulling you deeply towards the earth. And allow yourself just to surrender to this force of gravity. Relax in this force of gravity, letting yourself go. And begin breathing more deeply. Coming back. Feel now how you can resist gravity and the strength of your body. And begin moving your fingers and your toes. Moving your arms and your legs. Raise your arms up over your head and stretch from fingers to toes. And then gently lift your knees to your chest. Squeeze them against the chest and rock a bit from side to side. Right arm to the right ear. Roll to your right hand side. Push into the floor to resist gravity. It's pretty incredible how strong gravity is, but we are just as strong because we can resist. Hands to your heart center. Let's rub the hands together. Bring the hands over your face and gently tap around your eyes, shaking your hands out. We'll do that again, rubbing your hands together. Bring them over your face and eyes. And tap. Shaking out. Hands to your heart center. Stay here for a moment, and we're going to do a quick exercise for the face. I want you to make a kissing movement with your lips, really far out in front, and then make a big smile. We'll do this 3 times. Kissing movement. And then a smile. Once more. Kiss. And a smile. And relax the face. Relax completely. And I wish you a lovely afternoon. Namaste. Well done, everybody. Bravo.